Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Shetty, 825. 55 to mine. Replay. Hey, Tuesday. Back. Pilot, 64. Weak.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Ready, 25. No chance.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
To throw again, Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Check nickel. Hey, bye. Check.
Again, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 12 yards there and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is it. 19. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. In on the stop, Damontae Kazee.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside. Hey, 24. Don't let him breathe, defense. Joker, 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 joker. Eddie Weber, watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 6.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Check 13. Check 22.
Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Ready, Blue 80. Watching your ball. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Tuesday. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, Delta. Hey, check. Check, 55.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
21.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
3rd and long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 41. You got to wait. Bravo. Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, express. Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got Gresham. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Kill.
On first down, Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 19. 24. Pick me up. Here we go. 56. Out we go.
Watson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again, Watson. And Gresham's got it over the middle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Got it. 41 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 41 Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Sit down. X3. 218. Jump.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's checking. 21.
Throwing again. Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Set. 19. 54. 54. I'm scared. Check 3. Put it down. Let him go.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Where's the tap? 19. 24 is down. He's coming. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 43-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Watson with a give to Miller. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Check 55, Mike. Down to lose one. Check 31, check 31. Hey, replays. 15, check 15.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
TJ Green on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
So Houston going to come away. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that